I just came out of a Stokes interview right behind me at 26 Fed, and it went so well. So I have these clients who were scheduled for a marriage interview about 2 months ago. And this is an actual bona fide marriage, and they've known each other in their home country and then reunited here in the United States. However, when we had that first marriage interview, because of language barriers, the USC petitioner didn't understand the questions that the officer was asking. And as a result, they weren't able to pass the interview. So we got a notice for a second interview and immediately prepared for a Stokes, which is an interview where they separate the petitioner and the beneficiary and ask them questions. So we prepared them, and we also brought in additional documents. The great thing is we went in today, the officer asked for some additional documents. We demonstrated the bona fide marriage through more documents. The officer then asked the petitioner and the beneficiary some questions while they were still there together. And she decided, without separating them, that they met the burden and had established a bona fide marriage. So this is incredible because this was a situation in which, due to language barriers, the clients weren't able to pass their first interview. However, for the second interview, they were prepared, not only by having an attorney present and doing preparation sessions before the interview, but they also brought an interpreter with them. So something to note is that as a U.S. citizen, you should be able to speak in English and communicate, but it could be the case that English is still not your best language. And sometimes you have to make the decision whether you want to conduct the interview in English or you want to have an interpreter. Here, we weren't sure, but at the end, we decided it was best to have the interpreter present just in case. The petitioner ended up not really needing the interpreter, but it was good to have the interpreter there because it gave the petitioner confidence. And sometimes that's all you need.